Hello, my soul family. How are you today? So, before I get into the energies, welcome to the Goddess Flame Tarot. So, today I was reflecting on the whole of September, how the energies have been, and one thing that I did notice was that all my downloads last month felt a lot quick, fast, coming in rushed, because in general I'm not a person who speaks so quickly or fast, or I'm not someone who is rushed. There's a lot of clarity, and I think obviously the last week falling sick was also the ascension, the DNA activation and ascension of monadic twin flame divine feminines whose gifts were being activated, the psychic gifts. And right now I'm also noticing that I don't actually need cards to pick up energies. I can actually sense what is happening in the shared field of the divine masculine and the feminine. So if you're sensing that, then trust that we have gone into the next phase of ascension. Okay, and soon most of the feminines who are in the advanced phase are also going to get their Vak Shakti, which means that your word holds power. Everything that you mention comes true. So if that's something that you're sensing, like there could be some voice related issues going on, throat chakra related issues going on, which could feel like you're falling sick, but the fact is it's just that your Vak Shakti is getting activated. Okay. So all the rushness that happened last week was the emperor, or the masculine energy, who is in becoming. There's a lot of movement forward that's happening within this masculine. So let's see how things are going to transpire. Okay. So what happened in September? Again, masculine and the temperance is their first time recognition of requiring a balance in their life. So this could be a masculine who has been chasing ego, who has been chasing illusion, probably a masculine who is thriving in the matrix because they are so good at matrix that they are seeing you alchemize your life. They're seeing how you are balancing your life, and they want that for them, and they don't know how to get it. And probably during September they try to rush that union with you. They try to rush without going through the healing. Probably that's the first time that they have recognized, yes, is this a communication that already came, or a communication that is coming in, or an offer that is coming in? We will look into it. But that's the movement forward, and that's the victory that is coming in. Okay. So this masculine might have recognized what you mean to them. Finally, it is no longer like the 5D could no longer hold their truth, that they want that in the 3D. So any communication that came in September, just know that this masculine has reached his threshold of performing in his matrix reality, and would now want to see that union in the 3D reality, because this is the card that was about to fall. So he is now facing a lot of betrayal, and he is recognizing everything that he has done. The Ten of Swords did want to fall down. So Ace of Swords followed by Ten of Swords only tells me that this masculine is in the future going to come with the communication after healing this Ten of Swords that has happened, like grieving all the losses that he has had. Right now he wants to see victory with you. He wants to see victory with you this lifetime, and he sees you as the sun. That's coming in very quickly. So let's just say in 8 months time, once this masculine has reflected on everything that's happened during the Saturn retrograde or the September time frame, like if there was a recognition that happened that you are the divine feminine, or you're his counterpart, because until now he might have taken you for granted as a simple connection or a karmic connection without recognizing the soul level entanglement that is happening here. Probably this could also be a masculine who is indirectly communicated that your ascension directly implies that he's also ascending. He is also probably indirectly communicated that as you choose yourself, he is forced to choose himself, and he is willing to put the hard work right now in order to become that person. So I have the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, which tells me that this masculine could now be, concentrating on work. Could probably go back to the matrix or his workplace or anything that isolates him, because he's realizing that he has to walk away. He's feeling crippled. Maybe you walked away from a situation, or he has to walk away from a situation, but he just feels crippled with how all the society works. When he's all in, like he gives his all his heart, and he's always the one who is struggling. So when it comes to practicality, when it comes to putting things forward into action, there's so many things that goes on in the matrix, like things like religion comes into picture, things like hierarchy comes into picture, things like culture comes into picture. So there's so many things that he's unable to comprehend, and this is the first time that he's experiencing the societal terminologies, and probably feminine, because you've already lived through it, you've already seen it. Maybe because of your emotional maturity, you recognize it quickly. But this masculine is just disappointed with all the things that he is responsible for, because of him playing role in the 3D world. And right now he just feels like he wants to retreat from fighting these battles. Ego is not taking in him anywhere. So I get 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and 5 of swords, which tells me this is a 555 energy. And if you see 555, this is a confirmation for you. And I also got a notification, so could be that someone who is right now typing that communication to come forward, they want to build that victory with you, but they are unable to, because they know that it is too early. If they come now, it is too early, because they have not healed with why you walked away in the past, or why things went wrong in both of your connection. Could be like right now they are with third party. It could be anything. See, this is a confirmation that this is a twin flame energy, if you believe in it, or could be a counterpart energy, but they see a stable home only with you. They know that the stability will come only with you, and they have come to recognize that their past immature self is not what you want in the connection. You want a union where the masculine and feminine are equal. You want a union where the feminine has the strength through the masculine, and masculine's weakness is the feminine itself. So they have recognized all those, but in order to embody that into their day-to-day, there's a lot of effort that they need to put, and that is what they are hoping for. So let's see. I have the 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Yep, there is a Hierophant here, which also tells me probably right now, because they're still in the matrix, they still have some mother figure, father figure, or anyone who is sitting in that authoritative position. They need to get free from them, and probably this is a connection that is not conventional, and they don't like that the person in authority who is trying to keep them as a puppet, and that is what is leading to this masculine feeling really bad. Yeah, they could be in third party situation. I see a Scorpio here, so could be that you're a Scorpio, or your masculine is a Scorpio, or the third party is a Scorpio, or maybe all three are Scorpios, right? So there's high emotional triggers going on. This masculine is recognizing everyone who is doing dirty right now. It's the matter of what is the next step that this masculine is going to take. Whatever he takes, it is, if he chooses the karmic, he recognizes that he's never going to be fulfilled there. The karmic, if it's the third party, that this parent figure who is choosing that person. If he chooses the parent, then he has to let go of you. So that is also not something that he is wanting to do. So he might force himself to play this role, but the truth still remains that he will not be in a position to continue this for long. He's doing some long-term planning. Maybe this long-term planning could be on improving himself. No guarantee that it is about you both, but it could be something that he is now sitting and looking at and thinking, where does he really see himself. And I get the World card. So he wants to complete all his contracts in this lifetime. He wants to give the world to you. So this is where his life is turning upside down, where he is being forced to, the Judgment card, where he is being forced to reflect on his life, whatever's happened until now. The Saturn is not letting him go, and he's been asked to own and take accountability for his actions. And this time the accountability is in transformation. It cannot be in any form of external changes, like I am contributing to some charity or I'm trying to do something for humanity. No, this time it has to be his internal transformation that has to happen, and only then there is justice or judgment. So the judgment itself is the transformation of this masculine, because it has landed him in deep heartbreak. Okay, and he's not able to let go of the go through this heartbreak at this point. There's some card that is, yep, he is looking at all the investments that's made. He's looking at everything that he's been doing, whether every action that he's taken, good, bad, dirty. The sun tells me that this masculine, it is 19. So how I see, okay, I don't know about other readers, but how I see is that the outcome of the whole situation is this masculine's growth. Okay, and I think it is going to take at least 19 months, which is 1.5 years to 1.5 years. 18 is the 1.5 year mark. Reason being, all the things about everything that he's been lying to himself, all the illusions, he has to break free from it in order to embody this divine masculine or the sun energy and come out as a person who is just themselves. And that's going to take 19 months for him, or let's say 1.5 years for him. And he needs that space. Otherwise, he's very disappointed at the moment. He's not letting his cards down. He's unwilling to let go of his 3D reality, and he's willing to put all the hard work to balance and maintain everything, juggle everything, and it is not going to work. And he also recognizes that now all he can offer you is some immature, half-hearted relationship, and he feels stuck. He feels very stuck with whatever he's going through, and he wants to come and give you a Knight of Cup. Not a Page of Cup, at least a Knight of Cup, which is mature compared to the Page of Cup. So he will be able to give you a better understanding of what he's thinking about this relationship only after 1.5 years. Look at this, the Lover card and the Temperance card. This tells me that he has decided and concluded this is a relationship he cannot avoid, and this is a relationship he has to make it work. And in order to make it work, he has to come as a whole, because you have embodied the wholeness, and it is now time for him to work on himself. So the North Node, South Node, the Rahu Ketu has flipped. So everything that you have been through in the last 2.5 years, or ascension of yours, of even if it is more than that, 7.5 years, then it is time for him to go through that now. Okay, with this I want to close here. Let's see if there's any other card, like what's the last card that comes out, because the Temperance and the Lover itself is the confusion that you're going to have a union this lifetime. Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Four of Swords tells me that this masculine is going to come with a commitment, not just with the cups emotions, but is also going to bring in some invested commitment to you after 1.5 years. He is going to be a fool. He's going to give you everything that you deserve, and right now he requires a lot of rest. With that, I would like to close the reading. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.